Waze is a free traffic app for smartphones that allows users to outsmart and beat the traffic altogether. It is the first community-based traffic and navigation app for smartphones and has grown to become the world's largest and fastest growing community of connected drivers. The app was first launched in Israel in 2009 and to the international market in 2010. Waze was brought to South Africa by Mixed Telematics, which deals with vehicle tracking and fleet management solutions.
So Waze is a community-based navigation, traffic and mapping application. It's very interesting and very cool. It operates much like a Wikipedia scenario. So Wazers, which is the people in the community, their phones and their interaction with the system gives feedback into the system. And essentially it builds its own maps, it builds its own traffic navigation data. And essentially it's a free application that then users or Wazers can use to get to places more efficiently. The object is really to get you to work and save you 10 minutes every day. If you land in a foreign place in the country that you don't know so well, take you on the optimal route. If you land in rush hour, if you've flown up from Cape Town to Joburg and you suddenly need to get to a meeting, it's going to take you the shortest way to get there with live active feedback from the Wazers.
The application requires feedback from other Waze users who share real-time traffic information with other Wazers.
This is a system of community-based feedback. The phones, the smartphones that are being used and the Wazers themselves are constantly providing feedback into the system. So the phones are essentially, the tracking movement of the phones is creating the roads and creating the mapping, and then people are feeding back information. So they can feed back heavy traffic, light traffic, a traffic jam, an accident, a pothole in the road, a hazard, and they're constantly feeding all of this back, which is then optimized to give you the best route to work.
The Waze app is free, although Brendan stresses that the only cost to users is the data that the app consumes, and users are encouraged to use the app in conjunction with mobile data packages.
You can download it onto most smartphones and use it. It does use data, so we do recommend that the Wazers purchase a data bundle with their phone and don't use the out of data charges. But generally speaking, it's a service to our consumers, and we really see it as a value add.
But some people might say notifications of where you can see police may be an obstruction of justice.
I mean, we've taken a view that the alerting or notification of where you see police or where you see traffic cameras, we like to take the view that it promotes driver safety. We really do not see it as obstructing justice. We see it as a way of communicating to people to drive in a safer manner and drive better. I think certainly what we've seen overseas is the usage of cameras and policing does change driver behavior. And we'd like to certainly see the behavior change as opposed to purely just notifying to take another route so you can essentially drive faster. I think for us, driver safety is of paramount importance, and how you interact with Waze has also been developed in a very driver safety conscious method. We recommend the usage of the product in a docking bay in the car. It does, because it's an application running, like all applications it consumes battery life. So whilst it's on a docking bay, it will charge. So when you get out the car, at least you haven't lost battery charge, which might be vital to your day's work. And so we do see the interaction with the phone as being quite limited, so that it's not like someone texting in the car with the steering wheel, driving with their knees on the wheel, or sending a tweet. It's much simpler than that. The notifications of either a traffic violation or heavy traffic is purely a touch on the screen. It's not holding a phone, it's not talking. So it's really simple and focused on driver safety from that perspective.
Waze currently has 12 million registered users across 45 countries worldwide and is already showing steady growth in South Africa.
At February, we had 30,000 users. As we speak today, I think we're upwards of 60,000. So it's growing exponentially. I think at February, we had 400,000 kilometers mapped. We're now at 1.5 million kilometers. So really, it's proliferating quite nicely. 83,000 likes on Facebook, which I think there gives us additional potential users. So this thing, it's real and it's gathering critical mass and momentum. So it's very exciting.